Hey y'all, how you doing? Welcome back. So I've been doing some work out here in the garden today, and I keep forgetting to bring the camera. How about that? Anyway, so we've been harvesting over here a lot of the tomatoes. So I pulled these brassicas out today that were all here. I also pulled the comfrey out that was planted down through here. And moved it up over here. I was getting concerned. I'd seen a video that Permapasture Farm made about what they do with their comfrey, and I realized I may have planted the comfrey a little too deep. So I went and checked up here by the house. I'll show you here in a minute. And they were sprouting. I'm sure with enough time they would be breaking through the ground. But anyway, I moved some plants over here that were down through here that weren't doing real well, and moved them up by the house where there's real soil and not these straw bales. All right, over here where I can see. So, like I was saying, I moved these out from over here. We didn't plan this out real well. Normally that'd be empty and I'd be able to, process it out and get it mixed in. My thought is to take these take these straw bales and work them in with the wood chips that are here. But on this back row we have tomatoes. On the next row up, it's almost empty except for these. What is this? Watermelon. Except for these watermelons right here. This is a watermelon plant. And like I said, all that back through there is tomatoes. We still have this squash plant, and that's right here in this middle. Like I said, along with these watermelon plants. These watermelons aren't getting any bigger. There was a small cantaloupe hanging off of here. It was no bigger than a baseball, and it had fallen off. It didn't really. We didn't think it was good. Sue had found it laying on the ground. And we didn't think it was good, but we took it in the house anyway, and she opened it up, and it was juicy and sweet. And again, it was no bigger than, say, a little bit bigger than a baseball, not quite as big as a softball. It was delicious. So there's that. So we got, like I said, so we got about half this bed that's done. And then we have some more squash here that's still working, but my hope was to have a greater area that we could just work in and maybe start getting the beds ready to plant for fall. But that didn't work out the way I planned. Oh well. So the other thing I had started doing is over here I'm creating another row. Putting down the cardboard right now. I don't know what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to put wood chips there or just let it kill off the grass and then plant in it. But I measured it out, and so I'm going to have a walking row right here. That's I measured the cart. I use the cart as a measure, so I'll be able to pull the cart down through here, right? That was my determining factor. We had to be able to put the cart in here, and for harvesting or whatever, right? Ginger over here is doing good. So are the sunchokes. They're growing like little weeds. That's real good. In here we have. I actually harvested some of these turnips today because I was a little hungry, and I'm like, oh, let's eat some turnips. The daikons. These daikons over here, I grabbed one of those too. Those are tasty. They were real peppery too. I hadn't had a daikon that had a ton of flavor before, but these really did. These were more peppery than these turnips over here. These carrots aren't really doing anything. They're I don't know. I think they're supposed to be in the ground, and that's the problem. Other than that, this bed's still empty. I was looking at the compost. Get off me! I was looking at the compost earlier. It's starting to break down really well. Let's see. You know, it's getting dark. So, you know, it's still damp in there. That's a good thing. Over here, sunflowers are like this one right here is starting to drop all their seeds. They're like covering the basin down here, which is pretty cool. We have been harvesting from the elderberry. You don't want to harvest the green ones. You want to wait until they're black or purple or whatever color that is. It's black. Definitely don't want the green ones, or the red ones are bad. Yeah, so we've been harvesting these and freezing them. And hopefully towards the end we'll get enough and processed down to a syrup. The fig tree is finally coming alive. Look at this. Look at these little figs growing. I was starting to get worried. I wasn't seeing any figs. I'm like, man, is it going to produce today? You know, this year? But it is starting to bounce. And this particular branch has figs all up and down it. So you'll see, like right here on this one, it's a little nub coming out right there. That's where there's going to be a fig. You know, there's another little nub right there. Oops. Right there, that's where there's going to be a fig. So all of these branches now have little figs starting on them. Right there. Check it out. That's what I'm talking about. I love me some figs. Especially these, what is this? This is a Chicago Hardy. And I remember the first one I had was so sweet and so delicious. It's very red on the inside, almost like a strawberry red. I love it. Hopefully this one is going to produce a lot. This one too, it's starting to produce. See right here? It's starting to produce. That's good. We're going to put that one in the ground, and we're going to put the one that's over here in the ground this year. Probably take some cuttings from the other one. Yep, right there. Figs. Probably won't get a lot off of these two this year, but we're going to get some. And like I said, we're gonna pull them out of these pots, throw them in the ground, and hopefully they're gonna sprout up like that one did right there, and just blow up.
Cleared the flowers that were growing in over here. And let our strawberries, give the strawberries a little room. I noticed there are runners all over the place, so hopefully next year, well, right over there is another strawberry. So hopefully next year there'll be more strawberries here. One of the comfrey plants that I got from Pasture Farm did come up. Obviously I didn't put that too far in the ground. The other ones, like I went and dug them up and buried them not so deep. And as you see right there, I don't know if you can see that. Yep. Yeah, you can probably see that. That's it coming up. And I dug that one up. And this one over here, you see those? Right here. Yep, they're coming up too, which is good. Like I said, I went in. These are the 3 comfrey plants I moved from the straw barrels. I dug up the roots that were there and put them in this pot because I want them. I want to plant them somewhere else, and I just don't know where yet. And hopefully they'll get a good start in that soil. But like I said, these came from the straw bales, and like I said, I dug these up, and hopefully they'll come up and keep growing. I have not checked on the ones over here against the fence, just because I haven't walked over there, really, because I'm lazy. Oh, and I don't think I've told you guys, but we have a new chicken. Her name is Clara, and that's her right there. We rescued her, and we've had her for about a week now. She is finally, I would say, fitting in. There has been some issues with Mr. P, the rooster. He has been not real nice to her. He's been separating her from others, but now he's been breeding her too. But now he's gradually letting her in to the flock, I guess. However, she doesn't know to go into the coop at night. And she doesn't know how to get on the roost either.
But she is one of the most lovable little chickens. I think. Come here, Clara. What's up, girls? What's up, girls? Oh, you're stepping back. Usually she runs right up to me. Maybe that's due to her getting into the... she's becoming more and more chicken-like. Well, that's good. Miss Clara lived in this cage here. That's all she's known for the past 2 years or so, is this cage.
Like I said, we rescued her. She was living in this cage in a shed, a 10 by 10 shed. They would open the door to let sunlight in, but that's all she got. She was standing in about 4 to 5 inches of feces on the floor.
Like I said, she was standing in about 4 to 5 inches of feces on the shed floor. When we brought her here, she had on her claws, I should have filmed this, balls on the ends of her claws that were feces and mud, and that were hard as, like, they were the size of marbles. It was like she had marbles on the ends of her toes. I had to put her in the cart filled up with water and let it soak 3 or 4 minutes for 3 times before it would even soften up enough for me to get a pair of pliers and kind of smash it up and smash it off her feet. It's unfortunate. Like I said, I basically took the chicken from the person who had it and told them I was not bringing it back. There's that. So Clara's mine. Clara's mine now. She's laying eggs. She's starting to fit in a week later. So, yeah, it was actually Sunday. So yeah, it's been a week. But like I said, she's starting to fit in, and hopefully she'll start going in the coop to roost. Anyway, we'll be actually I was going to sign off, but let's I'll come back out when this evening. It's almost this evening now. I mean, the sun's coming down. It's like 7. They should start going in to roost about, I want to say 8:30ish. Is when it starts getting dusk out. So we'll come back out and see if she's went in the coop today or not. Like I said, it's been a week. And she is just now starting to get the hang of it. I've been coming out and getting her and putting her on the roost in the evening. And what, 2 days ago, this will be day 3 that she's been coming out on her own. Before, she just the first time she just stayed in there, wouldn't come out. I don't know that she knew to, or maybe she was getting picked on a little too much. I don't know. But we'll come back out and check on her here in about an hour and a half or so. All right, we'll see you guys then.
Clara, you're supposed to go in the chicken coop, girl.
I don't know what to do. She won't go inside on her own yet. Anybody knows how to get a chicken to go in the chicken coop? She'll come out all right now. I can't get her to go in. Everybody else is inside. Isn't that right? Look at her. She's a nice little girl, aren't you? Aren't you? Now I've tried putting her in through here. What? That doesn't seem to work, so I've been sitting her on the roost. Good night. Well, here we go. Another night I had to put the chicken in the coop. I don't know what to do. She just won't go in. She's never had to. Well, she's in for the night. I'm going to go turn on the Energizer. Like I said, I don't know what to do. It's been a week. I keep hoping she's going to figure it out. Hopefully she is. I just don't know when that's going to be. Anyway, I'll keep you all posted. We'll see you on the next one.